Hakai coming at y'all with another sit down video. First off, I want to give all honors and glory unto the Most High Yahweh through His only begotten Son Yahweh Shah. I'm going to say shalom to all the 12 tribes of Israel scattered abroad, doing the works, all the mighty men, all the mighty Akwaf, all the mighty children out there who came back as Israelites and repented as Israelites. Shalom. Today's lesson is be mindful of what you are praying for. Because a lot of people praying and they getting attacked and they wonder why they getting attacked. And they think it's a bad thing. And I'm here to tell you, getting attacked is not always a bad thing. So like, first we're gonna get into the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 2. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 2. It say, a fool have no delight in understanding. So like it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 21. It says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Now what that is saying is, whatever you speak, your tongue have power. That's my whole point of bringing that out. We know the tongue, out the tongue proceeds life and death, as the scripture just said. So whatever you speaking, that's why you gotta be mindful of what you speaking and what you praying for. Because the Most High will give you that. Look at the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 7. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 7. It reads, ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be open unto you. So if you ask the Most High for anything, He gonna, give it to you. As a father would. And in righteousness, He will give His children. Most High is our Father, so that's the way He acts accordingly as a father that gives to His children. So as long as you ask, He gonna give it to you. Let's get another precept. Mark. It's the book of Mark, chapter 11. Chapter 11, verse 24. It says, therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe ye receive them, and ye shall have them. So whatever you praying for, and you actually believe you will get these things, they will come. So even if you asking for wisdom, or you praying for strength or faith, the Most High is going to put you through trials and tribulations. He's going to put you through things to test, your strength or your faith or whatever you praying for. It's not going to be an easy cake walk to where you think you just going to have it as soon as you ask for it and you're not going to be put through some tests. No, that's not how it works. Yeah, so it's actually a procedure when, receiving. Let's get that in the book of 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16. This the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16. It reads, "For which cause we faint not, but through our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day." So how will you be renewed if you never been put through steps or tribulation or affliction? How can you be renewed? If you renew something, that means you're building up. You're building it up. So that's what the Most High is doing to you when you asking for strength, when you asking for faith. He got to put you down to a low standpoint so that he can lift you back up. That way you become stronger in what you asking for and you make the increase. So that's all that goes on when you get put through those trials and tribulations. It's not always a bad thing. Let's get a precept in the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 10. It's the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 10. It say, "But the God of all grace, who have called us unto the reread it. But the God of all grace, who have called us unto his eternal glory by Hamashiach Yahushua, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you." So after you suffer a while, then he's going to strengthen you, establish you, make you perfect. It's not just going to come right then and there as you ask for it, and you're not going to be put through anything. No, that's not the way the Most High works. That's not the way you should want the Most High to work. You want him to put you through these problems. That way you will have wisdom on how to move, on how to go about things. Because if you wasn't put through certain situations, you wouldn't have no wisdom. Everything ties up. This Bible is like a puzzle. Every piece has to fit. So the Most High put you through these things so that you can you can be strengthened up. You can increase. So the Most High put you through these things for a reason. It's not always a bad thing. My other precept is in the book of James, chapter 1, verse 2. This the book of James, chapter 1, verse 2. It say, "My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptation." So see, you got to count it joy, because you know something is coming out of it. So like it. Verse 3, "Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience." So the trying of your faith worketh patience. Patience is a key. That's the key to everything. Because if you can't have patience, guess what? Now you rushing the process. Now things ain't gonna play out the way it's supposed to play out. Verse 4, "But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing." So that's plain. And there's nothing wrong with, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with praying and, receiving in your prayers. There's nothing wrong. I'm just saying be mindful. Let's actually get that in the book of Matthew chapter 5, verse 1. This the book of Matthew chapter 5. Salakia. The book of Matthew chapter 5 and verse 6. It says, "Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled." It's righteous to pray to the Most High and to ask for more faith. or more understanding or more strength. That's righteous. So I'm not saying don't pray for those things. I'm just saying be mindful. Be mindful of what comes with it. It's not always going to be a cakewalk when receiving. So that was my whole point. Did not Daniel get tried? Let's go to the book of Daniel chapter 10. This is the book of Daniel chapter 10 from the top. It says, in the 3rd year of Cyrus, king of Persia, a thing was revealed unto Daniel, whose name was called Belteshazzar. And the thing was true, and the time appointed was long, and he understood the thing, and had understanding of the vision. So, in order for Daniel to get understanding of this vision, he had to pray, and he had to afflict himself. We're going to go into it. This verse 2. In those days, I, Daniel, was mourning 3 full weeks. I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth. In my mouth. Neither did I anoint myself at all till 3 whole weeks were fulfilled. So Daniel had to fast. Daniel actually had to afflict himself. Daniel had to go through it. We're going to get that in the book. We're going to get it in the same chapter. We're just going to jump to verse 12. Verse 12 says, Then said he unto me, Fear not, Daniel. Daniel was talking to an angel. It says, Then said he unto me, Fear not, Daniel, for from the first day that thou didst set thine heart to understand and to chastise and to chasten thyself before thy God, thy words were heard, and I am come for thy words. So right there is just telling you Daniel actually prayed, and Daniel actually chastening himself to get this understanding. So Daniel had to go through this. Daniel was mighty. Daniel was a mighty man. What much more us, to where we don't have to suffer affliction and chasten and so on and so forth. How much us, where we don't have to go through tribulation? We still have to suffer these things also. We asking for strength. Then when strength come unto us, and the Most High sends something to strengthen you and test your strength, now you complain about it. Now you sitting up, oh no, I don't know what I did wrong. I'm keeping the laws. Why am I going through this? Why am I going through that? Now you question it. But this is where you need to be mindful for what you asking for, what you praying for. Because you have to understand with these things that you asking for, it's not going to come easy. You actually got to go through stuff. You actually got to put in work. But you can always, you know what I'm saying? You can always withstand. You can always get through it. Let's get there in the book of Psalms. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 34. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 17. It says, The righteous cry, and the Lord hears, and deliver them out of their troubles. So when you feel like you're in trouble, when you feel like, you've been chastised, or when you feel like you're in trials or tribulations, you still got to call unto the Lord, because He the only one that's going to get you through it. You ask the Lord for something. You ask the Lord for something. He putting you through something. You still got to go to the Lord. You still required to go to the Lord. Verse 18. Salaki. Verse 18. The Lord is now, Salaki. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and save such as be of contrite spirit. So the Lord is near the brokenhearted. That's calling on his name. But they gotta be righteous, as it just said in verse 17. We're gonna go back up and read that. It say the righteous cry. So the righteous is the ones who's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Them do the Lord hear. So it's not a bad thing to call unto the Lord for more strength, for more faith, for more understanding. It's not a bad thing. Just know what comes with it. Our last precept is in the Torah. So the book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 14. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 14, and verse 14. It say, the Lord shall fight. So like it, the Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. So right there, the Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. So when you've been attacked by certain things to strengthen you, call unto the Lord. When you've been, attacked, when you ask for strength, when you ask for faith, call unto the Lord, because he the only one that's going to get you out of it. I know y'all know that saying that we used to use a lot. The same way you got yourself into it, the same way you get yourself out of it. So the Lord is the only way. With that, I want to say peace and blessings all to Israel scattered abroad, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, that have repented as Israelites and that still strive for greatness, that are repentant every time they go off as Israelites. I just want to say shalom to all the Akim, all the Akwaf, all the children. Shalom.